Hello, and welcome to the Battleship Potemkast. As ever, I am your host, Mr. Captain Cook, and with me, Mr. Quartermaster Rob Stokes. This is a Let's Play, Let Us Play. What shall we play? Tell me, Rob, please!
This week we're playing Ninja Gaiden for the NES.
Time to play the game!
And here we are with Ninja Gaiden.
Gaiden?
Let's call the whole thing off. Yes.
What is the correct pronunciation, please, Rob?
I remember it as Gaiden, mostly because I watched The Wizard, because I had no life as a child.
Alright, we're off here. I remember this game.
Yes, there were two versions of this. You may know it either as Shadow Warriors, or as Ninja Gaiden if you played the Master System.
Yeah, I've got the Master System version.
Yes, that was not the same game as this one. It was a cheap knockoff, developed by Sega, in fact.
Really?
Yes, what they did was that they got the license to name, and they made their own game of it. And Tecmo were a bit like, well, actually, we'd kind of like to make that game, please. And so they made it again for the NES, but they called it Shadow Warriors, because Britain was in that kind of weird period where anything that had the word ninja in it was like, nope, can't have that. It's why Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was called Hero Turtles over here.
Yeah, true, it was called the Teenage Mutant Ninja Hero Turtles.
Teenage Ninja Heroes, okay.
They were twice as popular in England.
Yeah. I'm not sure why you would call ninjas heroes, given that they were just assassins historically.
Well, they were heroes. Where were they protecting? Was it just everyone? Like the Technodrome threatened everyone, and the Foot.
Oh, more talking about
everyone.
ninjas in general. Like, I don't know why you'd consider a synonym for ninja to be hero. Yes,
I don't know. Ninjas are usually good guys, aren't they? Or are they just whoever pays the most?
Yeah, they're whoever pays most. So the plot of this game, for this is one of the few of this era that had one, is that the main character, Ryu Hayabusa, in his finest blue pajamas, has had his father murdered, and he is going to find out who and why. And the first place he investigates is a bar, because Dad's been drinking again. And
and we have cutscenes in this, you told me. Why did you pick Ninja Gaiden, Rob? Because this is one of your choices.
It's a very fun game. It's a very difficult game. And it is the first game to have cutscenes of all time. And this is one of them that we're going to see here.
Right, here we go then. Oh.
Who are they? They seem to be following me. Who's there?
Who is it?
Just a girl. Get out of here. Oh, I think that's Ryu voicing him? Or her?
I will, but first. What the?
Oh,
Gun!
No.
The ninja's mortal enemy.
Ninjas are infamous for being very, very poor at avoiding things.
Especially bullets that travel faster than the speed of sound, one would imagine.
Yes. Okay. Ow. Where am I? I see the anesthetic is wearing off. I don't know why I've decided that.
Why have you taken on every voice? Master of Impressions, Rob Stokes.
Okay. Right, so, is this your cue?
Well, I don't know, it's a Japanese guy. Here, take on this and escape.
Oh,
What
look,
is this? This is a statue.
it's a xenomorph.
There is no time to explain. You have to hurry.
Hey, wait. Who are you?
As if these are like the peak of its cutscenes. Effectively a comic book with scrolling subtitles.
Shamefully, there are games made today that have worse stories than this.
Well, it's pretty standard, isn't it? It's like John Wick, but instead of a dog, it's your dad.
Yes. Now, here's something I want you to note about this level while we're playing it. So, spoilers for ahead, but that woman is for the CIA. And this is the CIA headquarters. Does this look like the kind of place that the CIA would operate out of in any way, shape or form?
I don't know what year is this, 1988?
1988, yes.
Yeah, it's around just a little bit after Stranger Things. I can imagine worse things, yeah.
True. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much hiring policy the CIA had for demon dogs or men with swords.
This is just their ultimate training room.
Just kind of, this is where they feed all of their highly trained operatives
Oh, classic 8-bit era gaming. You fell off the level. Bottom of the screen is certain death.
Yes. Despite the fact that there are plenty of times where I can just drop, like, kind of well below my, well above my own height, I should say, and not break all my shins, and have dropped again.
Is it because that maybe that controller was a piece of shit?
It could be because the controller is a piece of shit. I have tried to replace it.
Really? With what?
An Xbox.
I fashioned a candle into a controller shape.
Just kind of burns my hands every time I try.
I'd love a GameCube controller that worked.
The GameCube controller was pretty sweet. Significantly sweeter than the Nintendo 64. Or in fact the Switch controls, from what I've heard recently.
Not from what I've seen, just by looking at them and going, my hands wouldn't fit that.
They are kind of tiny and nubbly.
Nubbly?
Yes. No, the joypads are more like nipples than they are actual joysticks.
Not jolly good. Right, what can you tell me about the year 1988, Rob?
The year 19...
I'm sure you've prepared some trivia.
Yes, the year 1988 was a pretty good year for films.
Allegedly.
Yes, although saying that, when I looked at some of the best year for Dead...
continues.
That epilepsy warning is basically how you die, although there are infinite continues. That's nice.
Oh, that's alright. So you don't have to give a single fuck about how many times you die?
No, you can just...
You just make relentless progression, regardless.
Yeah. See, that's who I'm talking about with the CIA. Like, here's some normal soldier guys in some body armour, and there was a zombie priest back there, just hanging out with all these people.
It's showing its Asian roots. Isn't it supposed to be in, like, the Middle East or something? Aren't you fighting some, like, Gulf...
No,
shit?
Again, CIA headquarters. These are...
Well, this is a Gulf training room. And the later...
It's like, kind of, we suspect that Al-Qaeda are trading zombies secretly.
There's probably a Bin Laden in there being trained.
True.
Using the Command and Conquer engine.
This would have been about the same time as the Afghanistan conflict and the subsequent old fact of they were training at Bin Laden. Can't swerve for our ostensibly funny podcast. We get to talk about politics occasionally.
Yeah.
Yes. I was about to talk about movies, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Specifically, I'm going to name the nominees for Best Picture in 1988, and you have to guess what the winner was.
Okie dokie.
So, the nominees that didn't win: Broadcast News, Hope and Glory, Fatal Attraction, and Moonlight, or Moonstruck.
I don't think I know any of them apart from Fatal Attraction, and is that the one with Michael Douglas and Glenn Close?
That's the one where a woman boils a rabbit in a...
Yeah, that's Glenn Close, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Cruella de Vil.
No.
That's the only one I've seen.
Yes.
So I'm going to assume it's that one.
No, because there was... Well, I've not said the winner, so you have to get...
I now just have to pick a movie out of the ether.
Well, it won 9 of them, so it's fairly well known, apparently.
For 1988.
I've never seen it.
Top Gun?
Nope. Top Gun?
I don't know, I'm trying to think
I know the 80s were a more tolerant time of gay people, but still...
I don't know, Rob, they created AIDS to try and nerf them.
They bred them in monkeys. Gay monkeys. No, the winner was The Last Emperor.
Brilliant, yeah, The Last Emperor. Yeah, I've not seen The Last Emperor, Rob. I don't even think I'd be able to.
It's about The Last Emperor. Here's a list of films that were out that same year and didn't win: Predator, RoboCop, Full Metal Jacket, Evil Dead 2.
But The Evil Dead 2 was never going to stand a chance of the Best Picture at the Oscars, was
I would have thought that Evil Dead 2 was good enough to transcend the bias of the Oscars.
Just Bruce Campbell stood there with a shit-eating grin and a chin.
To be fair, Wall Street did win Best Actor for Michael Douglas, so...
Douglas.
Yeah.
Hey, we're back to a cutscene.
It's over.
Oh, we're running.
Yeah.
Ninja Actor 3. How many acts are there? 5?
There's 6.
6 acts, Jesus Christ.
Is it?
You must be a Walter Smith. The name's a Rio Hayabusa.
Who? That sword? Of course, you must be Ken Hayabusa's son.
It's because I have a very big dick, he gave it away.
In his last letter, my father told me I should see you. I will ramble at you by not moving my lips properly when I talk to you.
That is a very fine beard, sir.
Thank you. I have done my best to perm it. I am a big ZZ Top fan.
Please tell me what Brazil is like.
ZZ Top and I were in Brazil, and we found a strange statue and a stone tablet.
Yeah, a tablet like from Apple, like an iPad?
No, a tablet like a pack of ibuprofen. And we got this Zemmermorph. It was really sweet, so I took it.
That sounds like a fantastic story about you and my father.
It possesses an entire power to destroy an entire nation. It came to this earth and caused many deaths and many poor sequels. But then tie-in to other game appeared.
Shinobi borrowed the strength of the dragon.
And put it in a sword apparently, which is nice.
Encountered each of the demon spells, this was able to overcome it.
Who is saying this, me or you, Ryu?
We're both talking over one another.
That is very impressive that you already know the backstory.
I have lived a very long life.
We got them in two colors. Piss brown and purple.
I think I would choose the purple one for my wife. She very much like a purple. I like her the Riri.
A green dude. Okay.
Bye, friend.
Right.
Canadian popped in. What the? Exactly, Ryu, a Canadian.
After him, Ryu.
Apparently that all took place in a nice hut on the beach.
I don't know, it's not really a beach, Rob. I don't think you can have a beach with like pine trees.
Oh, that's sand. That's...
What's sand?
Okay, this is NES era graphics, so
Dude,
we do have
this
to
is just like the Lake District. It's not a beach. This is the Loch Ness. It's a loch.
I love the idea of just the fact that all these ninjas and the fucking demon statues
Commando.
are running around in fucking Cumbria.
Exactly.
Kind of like, yes, this is where
We're at the final stage of our training now.
yeah, back in
We must go to
Rochdale.
Cumbria.
Oh shit, we've gone to Scotland now.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, apparently
This is Ben Nevis.
apparently the most holy site on earth for ninjas is fucking Rochdale.
Black puddings for everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
You sound like that teacher from South Park that they don't use anymore. Who was always like, hey, quit scrolling around back there. That guy. And his wife died in a pool. Horrible.
Sometimes the laughter stops.
Indeed it does. But yeah, 1988, good year for movies. Did you know it was also the year of Beetlejuice?
It was the year of Beetlejuice. Back before Michael Keaton was told, oh, by the way, you can be Batman. In fact, was Beetlejuice not part of the reason as to why, oh my goodness, we can't have Michael Keaton be Batman, he's just too silly in Beetlejuice.
I didn't know he did loads of stuff, did Keaton, where he was just hilarious.
He
in the
was a
80s.
comedy actor.
He was like a rom-com type actor. I'm trying to think, it'd be probably like a Channing Tatum type character nowadays.
Yeah. Now,
Minus the Tarantino movies,
here's
you know.
the boss who apparently stole the...
Oh, there's a
Mr.
game
Com-
being played there, is there?
Yeah, this is a boss
Oh,
who...
well played, Rob.
Yeah, immediately. I'm doing well here. This is a hard game. One of the hardest of the era.
What, he just jumped on you and just killed you flat?
Yeah.
Oh, so you've got to do all this again to get to the boss.
No, it is full of fuck you deaths.
So this is the time before checkpoints, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ, those little bastions I had.
Yeah. See, this game is surprisingly lenient up until the end, where it goes, oh yeah, well, if you die before the boss, we'll spawn you on the level just before the boss. Except for in the final stage, where it sends you about 5 stages back, and it puts you about halfway, an hour of gameplay away from the end.
Horrible.
Yeah. For no good reason other than just, well, you're at the final boss, you got it this far, so you must
That
be
guy
shit.
just suicided after you.
Yeah.
He just followed you off the edge of a cliff and died.
He took his Al-Qaeda training too seriously.
No, but that's a distinctly Japanese tactic.
No, and this is a distinctly Japanese game with the ninjas running
So it
around.
was the Japanese who trained Al-Qaeda.
Conspiracy!
Unbelievable.
Conspiracy!
Let me tell you, it was the Japanese. Oh, no.
Al-Qaeda with his demon statue.
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know where we're going.
We're going to the right.
I actually had a look for the year of 1988 for music, and there was absolutely nothing.
It was the 80s.
But really, there was absolutely nothing. It was all pop shit, and it got me thinking. It was just before Guns N' Roses and Metallica.
I believe, was this not the year that Guns N' Roses Anarchy for came out?
I don't think they have an album called Anarchy for blah blah blah. Do you mean Appetite for Destruction?
Yes, that
I believe it was 1989.
Yeah,
But-
I'm more familiar with the T-shirt than I am with the album, to be honest.
That's disgusting and an exact problem with your whole generation. I've seen the t-shirts, really nice, but I don't know any of the songs.
Yeah.
Appetite for Destruction is a badass album, man. It's good. It's got loads of good songs on.
Yeah. So I've never been into like kind of hair metal, and
Whoa! Guns N' Roses is not hair metal.
they're kind of that similar.
They're almost anti-hair metal.
I would have thought Metallica would have been the anti-hair metal.
Yeah, they are, but in terms of sound, Guns N' Roses is it's got fucking piano in it, dude.
If I like it, therefore it's anti-hair metal.
No. I just think Guns N' Roses aren't hair metal at all. I mean, you could argue Don't Cry is a bit of a hair metal ballad, but I'm talking specifically about Appetite for Destruction
I'm gonna have
era.
to move forward. I can barely see his bullets from here.
I'm talking about Appetite for Destruction era Guns N' Roses, and that's just a good old West Coast fucking rock and roll band.
Yeah. They do have good songs. I like their
But yeah,
songs.
point is, it must have been shit in 1988 for music. For God's sake, waiting for something. I don't know, you had Jackson and
Yeah.
Bowie and all that crap, but you know, it's just your general pop.
Yeah, just nothing like spectacular. Like because the mid '80s were kind of that's where rock started to come back, and you had ska of the early '80s, and then you had the '90s, and they were their own thing. But then the late '80s were just kind of the dregs. They were just they were just like, yeah, we're still here. I don't know. Didn't Talking Heads do some stuff in the late '80s? To be fair,
Yeah, there was, but I don't think they had an album that specific year.
that sucked. That would have been good to talk about because
It was all like, you know, I wanna be forever young. That was a big hit that year.
So
Right, here we go, Rob. Boss battle. Right, you've got. He's a fucking pirate.
yeah,
He looks
Also,
like Dustin Hoffman in Hook.
a guy who does not look like anything like the guy who stole the demon statue in the cutscene earlier.
Oh, so this is the dude who stole the statues.
Apparently, although he doesn't look anything like him.
I do like the idea of a pirate stealing your treasure. That makes sense.
They are wont to do that, and pirates are the mortal enemy of the ninja.
So this is like Captain Phillips, but except Captain Phillips isn't a ninja.
Yeah. You can describe most plots, to be fair, like that. Die Hard is John McClane, except for John McClane isn't a ninja.
Well, no one stole his shit and was a pirate.
He wasn't a pirate either in that film. And we beat a boss, and so we're rewarded with...
After getting back to the demon statue, I felt a strange premonition and hurried back.
You did.
I've no idea what the story is here. I've barely paid attention to this. It looks a poor game. It looks all the stuff that I
demon statue
don't-
was taken.
You know, it's a lot of just left and right jump.
Yeah, I think it's about the fast-paced antics of it. I like a lot of the design, the fact that it teaches you through gameplay the various tricks that it has up its sleeve. It's a fair game, but it's brutal, and there are a couple of instances where it just goes, "Ah, fuck you, you die anyway," which are the bits where it fails, I would say.
Yeah. So it's very much the Dark Souls of its day.
Very much so. Mind you, back in the day, all games were about this difficulty anyway.
Well, this has got a checkpoint system. That's pretty fucking advanced for an NES game.
That's pretty fucking fair, just nice. Just, yeah, we're gonna let you survive. We're gonna let you beat the game. Whereas a lot of games would just go, oh, if you... Okay. There are some hooded dudes. Or are they mafia dudes? I can't tell.
I have no idea. If it was 8-bit, my eyes are not ready for that.
Yeah. No, you do have to kind of guess, oh, what the fuck is that?
So, Rob, if they was to make a Ninja Gaiden movie, who would you want to be in it? What, you know? How would it be done? Could they make a Ninja Gaiden movie?
They probably, based specifically on this game, possibly. It does set up a lot of very easy excuses for action. Just a dude has to find the killer of his father.
Yeah, Liam Neeson can play his dad and die immediately.
Yeah. You've got... I would like the guy from the Raid to play Ryu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can have his face covered most of the time, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but
so
you can even do a voiceover if you're like, oh, we're not confident in the...
Might as well pick Yaya Rodriguez, or Carlos Condit, or Anderson Silva, or someone like that.
Yeah, no, and
Just stick a mask on him.
Yeah, and then just have the voice be, I don't know, just some young kind of generic, hi, I'm a young person, and I'm really spunky and optimistic, and the protagonist voice. I don't know why that's my protagonist voice. Johnny Young Bosch as a voice actor. I would say he'd...
John Young Bosch?
Johnny Young Bosch.
You're just saying words at me.
Okay, just trying to think of roles you might recognise. He was a Power Ranger. Helpful.
I'm shaking my head.
Yeah. Elijah Wood, maybe?
Elijah Wood
Yeah.
is your kick-ass ninja.
Yeah, well, again, just the voice.
Isn't Elijah Wood 40-odd now?
Yeah, but he still looks about 12.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. He can
Forever
get away.
young.
Gonna be forever young.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see more ninja movies, more martial arts movies. We don't get them enough in the West.
No. I think, really, I'd almost call John Wick a martial arts movie.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's as near as we can get nowadays. God, are these cutscenes still on? That's fucking something that we still have to deal with today.
Yeah.
Boring ass shit.
Even back in the day, I don't understand how this was at all acceptable. I know that, again, this is back in the day when cutscenes were considered a reward of just wow, there's such a novelty. For playing the game, I get rewarded by not having to play it. And that's...
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose if you really care so much about the story of, the demon statues and Jacquio and light and dark and evil nations and whatever the fuck. Just...
Is this just a direct port of an arcade game?
Yes. There was a arcade game called Ninja Ryokuden. And they came up with the new name of Ninja Gaiden because apparently they just said, well, it sounds cool and it's easier for Westerners to pronounce. So they just said, yeah, Ninja Gaiden. Cool.
And then we've sat here for 20 years going, Gaiden, 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 Gaiden.
No, that is a debate that was kind of furious. Along with, was it Ryu or Ryu?
Ryu.
Yeah, I've always said Ryu.
Yeah.
Because I've always felt the same way with Street Fighter. I know a lot of people are like, oh, come on, is it Ryu? It's Ryu. It's Ryu. It's Ryu. But
Ryu.
Ryu.
There we go. We're in the jungle now.
Yes. With pretty much no provocation other than the CIA just like, oh, by the way, we want you to kill a dude. And he just goes, alright, I guess I forgot about my dad. And...
So do you picking up weapons along the way?
I'm picking up sidearms, essentially. Little magic spells, such as the magic spell of throwing stars, which is magic, apparently.
Under spell.
Yes.
So have you only got one direct form of attack? Shank.
There's the shank. We also do get other weaponry. The weapon I've got attached at the moment allows you to somersault when you jump, and is fucking useless. But
so do you just... Oh, unbelievable.
Fuck.
That's actually accurate. Did you know that eagles kill mountain goats by just pushing them off mountains?
I did know this.
It's so clever, because that means eagles understand physics.
There is a famous story of a Greek philosopher, I believe Aeschylus, who was killed by an eagle dropping a tortoise on his head.
Oh
Because
yeah, that guy, yeah.
Yeah, because that's how eagles crack open turtle shells to eat. And now we have an invincibility power-up.
Oh, so this is your Sonic Stars.
Yep, and it's the only one that's worth a shit, and it's also one that lasts like 2 seconds.
Oh.
And fuck you.
And of course you die in an area which trucks you to the floor.
No, this game, this is where the bullshit comes in, where if you get hit by an enemy, it will actually direct you towards the nearest bottomless pit. Even if you're not going in that direction and physics makes no sense to send you that way, they're just like, fuck it. Put you that way.
How are you finding talking and playing games? Because obviously last time we did a Let's Play, it was me playing.
Yeah, it's remarkably easy. Thank you for asking. I'm brilliant at everything.
I don't know, we've had a lot of deaths, but we can't count them because this game just gives you infinite free goes.
Yeah.
Should play a proper punishing game.
Part of the skill is choosing games that you already know. Yeah, it's preparation is the watchword of... I don't know what the rest of the scout motto is.
Well, we're going to be playing Fire Shark next, which is a game I know.
Yeah, and so...
You're not boring.
And so you get to play it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
Is that just straight up killed you?
Yeah, that fucking house cat.
Well, at least you get to fight the eagle.
I'm just fucking him off.
Speaking of Elijah Wood, there's a giant eagle. Oh, triggered a cutscene.
Yes. See, this is a cutscene that I like, because all it does is just say, hey guys, here's where you're going. And it's cool.
It's a little bit like the beginning of The Exorcist.
Yeah.
With the priest and that statue.
No, it's just...
And that is also in the Middle East.
Yeah, it's just hot as shit. The jungle in the Middle East.
Yep.
It
is a jungle out there.
Is that where they found Bin Laden eventually? In the fucking jungle? Just
allegedly. He could just be living in Slovakia for all we know.
I think we know where he is. Dead.
No, but do we?
Yes.
Do we? Because you just believe them, Rob. When the government's like, we got Bin Laden. It's just like, yeah, okay.
I think it'd be difficult for them to find a reason to lie about that.
I don't know, it'd be pretty good. Yeah. Think about it.
Well, to be fair, Al-Qaeda never...
We hate chicken, and we've just killed Colonel Sanders. Right. That's what the government...
Yeah.
But in reality, Colonel Sanders is just a work of fiction.
Maybe, but the problem with that is that Al-Qaeda would need a reason to also go along with it, and I don't think they would have one.
That's it, it's been usurped.
Okay.
By another one with an unpronounceable name.
Alright.
And shopping.
What do you base this on?
Absolutely nothing.
Excellent.
But I'm just saying, think about it. Might not have done it, because when they're like, oh yeah, we killed him, and then on the way back in the chopper, we just like threw him out into the sea. And everyone goes, okay, that's fine. I mean, not that they necessarily wanted him stuck in a museum and you pay £5 to have a look at it.
I don't know, you can see the...
But at least have it, like, you know, a picture of George Bush with his corpse, like, giving a big thumbs up.
To be fair, I'd pay to see that in a museum.
Would you? Bin Laden's body?
Yeah, fuck
He's
it.
just a fucking middle-aged Arab man.
Yeah, but... There's a spectacle of it. Like,
is there?
People
would you pay to see Hitler's body?
I don't know. People would pay to...
You fucking freak.
People pay to see the jacket of Franz Ferdinand when he died on that day, and all that is just it's just a jacket with a bit of red paint on it. Whatever.
Divvies. Don't even like Franz Ferdinand. Oh, when I woke up tonight, I said, oh, I'm gonna make somebody love me. But you'd honestly want to go and peruse the corpse of a real human villain.
There's all kinds of shit that you'd want that people see in a museum.
I'm not about people, Rob. I'm on about you.
Yeah, well, like, fuck it. We don't think it's weird to look at armour, and someone's probably died in that.
I don't know. I don't go looking at armour.
Do you not?
No.
What do you go to?
I can't remember the last time I looked at armour.
Yeah,
in Batman 1 with Michael Keaton, incidentally.
Yeah, there we go. That is one of my favourite Batman quotes, is where somebody asks, oh, why do you wear that ridiculous spandex suit and not body armour? And he says, when I look at somebody wearing body armour, it tells me one thing. They need body armour. Which is brilliant as a response, because he lives in a world where fucking Superman and Green Lantern are hanging around, so it's a perfectly reasonable assumption to go, yeah, he's not wearing body armour, maybe he's bulletproof. Maybe I shouldn't shoot him. It's fucking clever, man.
That's deep, and you haven't got me for looking too deep into the death of Osama bin Laden. And you're having, like, lone gunmen looking at Batman going, he's not wearing body armour. I probably shouldn't shoot him then.
Yeah. No, he's just too badass.
There we go, another boss.
Yep. These are...
The Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
And you've just been immediately...
I guess we know now where they've gone after TNA dropped them.
They've turned up in Ninja Gaiden in the past.
Yes.
Are we near the end of this game?
We're past the halfway mark.
Thank fuck.
Yeah,
because it's just more of the same and then a boss.
We're about 2/3 of the way through. Just about.
If you can get there.
Yeah.
Without bloody dying.
Yeah.
With your infinite free goes.
Pink is not the most intimidating colour for evil henchmen, I must say.
I don't know, if a lot of pissed off feminists.
Harsh.
Coming at your balls.
Topical.
Well, it's International Women's Day today, as of the day of recording.
As of the day of recording.
And yet again, none of the UFC female fighters have received any praise. Despite the fact every time we see them, we know their weight.
Yeah.
They're wearing no makeup. And they're beautiful.
And they could kill me, so...
It really, really annoys me. Because like, little lassies should look up to Joanna and Jaceks.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, I want to be a little fucking Polish elbow spinning machine.
No, they are good role models of just like kind of, yeah, we're just tough as shit and...
Don't wear makeup.
Yeah, there we go.
Which is massive. Dude, on YouTube updated on the Xbox, and there's a whole genre on it called beauty. And there's shit on it with millions of views. And it's lasses and stuff going, I just put on my mascara by using this and getting a little brush and then some toilet paper. And then they show you how to put on makeup and
I
stuff.
don't know, it is a fucking weird... Like, there are so many instructions and like, oh yeah, this colour goes with that colour and whatever, and it's like... Oh.
I can barely be asked to brush my hair.
Yeah.
Like, fucking... I just think that level of scrutiny...
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Like, especially primarily, very rarely it's not for the pleasure of the woman. I've heard the argument made for lingerie, being that, oh, women like to feel sexy and that's why they wear it, which is fair enough, but for makeup it seems to mostly be for the pleasure of guys looking at them. And no offence to... I be no reverse sexist, but we don't have the highest standards in the world.
Men?
Like, yeah,
Oh,
men
I don't
as a
give
whole.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, you do and you don't. It all depends, Rob. It's that initial... It's just this thing that Lenny Bruce was talking about years ago, and it still exists today. You want the combination of a nun and a £5,000 a night hooker.
Yeah.
Right, and that is such a fine line. So at times you're like, yeah, I don't give a shit about makeup, but there'll be a time when she pops on a certain dress and she pops on a red lipstick and all that jazz, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And it was worth it.
To be fair, there isn't that much difference between nuns and hookers. Catholics, remember?
Yeah, true. And we're all going to hell for this anyway.
Yep.
You know we're close to doing this. You can't even make it there with full health.
No. That you'd be surprised to know that boss is one of the easy ones.
The twin boss.
Yeah. I just got unlucky last time around. Yes.
Come on, Rob, I believe you. Can do this.
Managed to get rid of that guy.
We've got to get through this Way of the Dragon deleted scene set.
I've managed to get rid of the twin roundhouse kicking clones of Hitler. And that dude is gone. That fucking
you've lost too
demonic
much health.
teapot. Oh, but he's making a comeback. And he's got fireballs now. He's not got fireballs anymore.
Oh,
Shit.
certain death.
Fucking Jason Voorhees, man. He fucked my shit up there.
Omnipotent. But yeah, what you got to talk to me about, Rob?
In terms of what? Well, the main thing was just the movies that came out in that year, because as bad of a year for music as it was, great year for fucking movies. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Princess Bride, Wall Street, fucking some great films out there, man.
Die Hard.
Die Hard was that year as well.
That's the thing with the 80s. These are all great movies to get on video. They were great, just one watches. But you ended up watching them hundreds of times.
It really was that last era of, oh, it's for kids, but we don't mind them watching it. Because I had watched Die Hard when I was about 8, and I don't...
It was seen as completely acceptable. That guy just kicked your head in.
But I don't know if there would ever be a time where... Fuck off. Yeah, I don't know what this generation's equivalent would be, I should say. Because they would never get, like, fucking Deadpool was considered that, of just like, oh yeah, kids can see this, but would people let them now? Just like, oh, it might fuck them up, it might scare them.
I don't know, it seems to have moved away from like the censorship parents of the 80s and 90s where, you know, Grand Theft Auto was bad and Manhunt was bad and video nasties were bad and fucking heavy metal music was bad. At the moment, what's bad for kids? Porn? I think everything's porn now, isn't it?
Well, porn's always been a fucking staple.
It's always been there, but the access to porn is way easier. I mean, once upon a time, Rob, believe it or not, people just relied on the woods.
Jesus.
And whatever the woods provided, that was all you got. And then someone would be like, well, hey, I found this off my brother.
Yeah, just like
But that was your lot,
searching
whereas...
for Playboy magazines off absent-minded fathers.
Like, good God, a kid could just Google anything and just immediately on ujiz.com or whatever.
Yeah, Ujiz.
.com. The proud sponsor of the Battleship Potemkast.
I was about to ask, did we really get a sponsorship from Ujiz?
I'd love that. Imagine that. Dude. Sponsorship off a porn.
I actually got approached to...
Being a porno, Rob. It is an incredibly small dick.
Even weirder. I got approached to actually draw porn as a... softcore porn as a commission-based job.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't go for it because I was 15 at the time and it would have been slightly illegal, but... Yeah.
Well, you could give them a call now and go draw some porn.
Yeah, possibly.
What, do they have to just stay in position? It'd be like live art drawing.
It would be live art drawing or imaginary drawing.
Oh, just drawing naked chicks.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be terrible. What your imagination would come up with nothing. It'd be the head of Serena Williams, the body of Ronda Rousey, and the face of fucking Samus Aran.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like a bad combination when you say it like that. I'm
basically what I'm describing is Chris Cyborg.
Yeah. You're kind of like, that's basically saying like kind of, oh yeah, I'm going to try and think of a book with the words of a book and the cover of a book.
No, but...
You're just describing...
You look at it like a Frankenstein thing, like, aha, I can finally make my creation. But it's based on absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I don't know, when
you can't draw a breast, Rob, until you've clasped a breast.
Clasped a breast?
Clasped.
Right, that's the word we describe it with. We clasp them.
I clasp a breast. And that's how I knew what the shape and the subtlety of a breast is.
It's kind of like that kind of life art teacher. You must feel your way around.
Well, how do you know how to draw a bowl of fruit until you've eaten some fruit?
You look at it.
Not necessarily. You've got to understand texture, Rob.
I don't know. You can. Yeah, but how do you know what texture looks like without looking at it?
Said the blind man to a priest.
Yeah, we just kind of remembered.
Silent point.
Yeah, we just kind of remembered. Oh yeah, there's a video game that we're playing.
We're playing. I'm sat bored to tears.
Yeah. Oh, well, I just killed Kratos. That's God of War 4 cancelled.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It's just a bog standard fucking platformer. And I'm seeing nothing here.
I don't know. It's fast paced. It's
suicide.
Dead. Yep. It's dead. Yes. I like the fast-paced platformer. A lot of them, especially nowadays, are a bit more slow and methodical.
I don't do platformers anymore, do they? What was the last big platforming game?
What?
Beautiful Joe.
I'm trying to think, like 2D platform specifically.
Yeah.
I know that the new Shantae game got a load of
Shadow Complex.
No, Shantae got a lot of buzz around it. And that is, although to be fair, that's a game about a woman with large breasts, so of course it got fucking a load of buzz around it. If there's anything that the internet is, it's predictable at times. And dead again.
Oh, your sense of timing there was awful.
No.
Come on, Rob, this is your game, you should be pissed in this.
Yeah, I know.
Instead you're using your infinite continues.
I am fucking 5/6 of the way through this game. Where would you be if we were playing this game? You couldn't even beat Sonic 1.
I've never played it, and I have to play with that spazzy pad.
You've never played Sonic 1?
Oh, I played Sonic 1. Yeah. But I do a better job as a host. I'm not a good co-pilot. This is just far too boring. It's just me watching you play a game, which I don't understand.
I don't understand the appeal of watching other people's
No, I'm watching a game
gameplay.
that I don't understand. Because you seem incapable of picking up health.
There isn't any.
Yeah.
You start at the game with health, and that's it. You just gotta make do. Again, remember, it's 80s. It's savage difficulty.
Why are you waited there?
To lure him up. I fucked up the jump, but it would have worked if I hadn't fucked up.
I think you just need to commit. Just go down, wheeling hate at him.
Yeah, but then where would I land?
Doesn't matter. That's the leap of faith that one must take. It's a great reward.
Okay.
So, just an aggressive run and jump.
Yeah. See, there's the ninja master within coming out. You must fly at him with hate, all of your hate. You must trust yourself, trust your instincts. Be like water, my friend.
Exactly. Just bereave.
Bereave? Bereave who?
Your dead father, you insensitive bastard.
Harsh, man, but a good way to tie it back into the plot of the game.
Oh, there we go. He just went for it and it worked. Now just go swing hate. Leave him. Fuck it, you only get points for killing people, don't you?
True.
I won't bother killing anyone.
No.
Unless they were specifically in my way.
Hold on. Is this health? It is.
A rare piece of health. As if you knew the power-up was going to be health. You've played this game far too many times to have this many continues.
To be fair, there are some places where 80s sense just comes in and you're like, I smell bad hairdos. That's a health power-up. It's like Spidey sense, but in the 80s.
So it's played on guitar.
Everything in the 80s, everything was synth. I see you lurking there. Yes. Anyway, how did we get here on this mountain?
I don't know, there's another boring cutscene.
Yeah. I think we completely... Even despite the fact that the villain kind of looked like a man with a scorpion on his head, we were kind of ignoring the last cutscene, weren't we?
Pretty much. I'm assuming the CIA are the bad guys.
Surprisingly, no and yes. Although not until like the very end
until it's all revealed and it's like, oh my god.
Oh my god, the CIA who shot at me are not nice. No way, I thought they were cool. I invited them to my bake sale and everything.
Bake sale?
Yeah, the ninja bake sale.
Ninja bake sale?
Yeah, no, to raise funds for his dad's ninja funeral.
How do ninjas bury the dead? Is there a specific way? Do they like burn them, send them?
With spades.
I don't know.
Yeah. What do you mean, how do ninjas
I was wondering if they had like an interest in, we're ninjas and we believe in death, this, that and the other. So we've, stick them in a boat and send them down river.
Yeah. A lot of people have a weird preconception about ninjas that...
you hope they're mythical.
Yeah, they are just kind of like, oh my god, ninjas. They must have been like the most badass dudes ever and they're so with their ninja code of honor. They were just assassins. They were just thugs. They didn't even dress in fucking ninja clothes. Because, think about it, these guys are meant to be deadly assassins of the night. And they go around...
pyjamas is the perfect attire.
Yeah, just like that really helps you fit into a crowd. A man in pyjamas carrying around a huge sword.
I like that implies that they've had a couple of hours kip before they started the mission.
Yeah, just kind of they're fresh and awake.
Last minute Larrys.
Yeah. Do people in the UFC do that? Wake up right before their fight and just like, aha, I'm fresh in the morning.
Good morning.
Or maybe it's the opposite principle, because you always get those people like, oh, I'm not a morning person, I'm a real devil when I wake up. Maybe they're just all like that, just like, I need my coffee, I've got to beat this person up.
I could be a UFC fighter for the first 5 minutes of every morning. Then after that, be like, what the hell am I doing?
You just kind of look at the blood caked on your hands and you're just like, what have I done?
I need food. I should have entered in this women's UFC tournament.
That's how we celebrate International Women's Day. Let men compete.
Oh, dude, did you see that? There's this in America. There was this X-Man.
X-Man.
Bloke who became a woman.
Oh, I was going to ask if it was my favourite X-Men, Jubilee.
So a bloke who became a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So this bloke woman then enters a wrestling tournament.
Okay.
Starts fucking bitches up. wins like the state regionals or whatever,
Yes.
with a record of like 45-0.
Okay.
Is that fair?
How big?
Because I wouldn't let my daughter fight you in a dress. Like, if you're wearing a dress, that doesn't clear it.
Right.
That doesn't make it all right.
I don't know. First of all, like, is it pre-op or post-op?
Ah, the fuck do I know? I basically read the headline, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah. Just like kind of, I base it entirely on just the first 5 things.
Transgender
words.
wrestling champion.
Yep. Just I don't
Like,
need the rest.
Jesus Christ, that's sacrilegious.
Don't need the rest of it. To be fair, if it's like kind of a tiny bloke,
No, that didn't make any difference.
I don't know. Well, surely I would have thought like they'd categorise it by weight.
No, yeah,
like,
it is, but she's a woman, isn't she? So,
like they wouldn't get
so a woman with a dick inverted.
right. Yeah, but again, you're kind of assuming.
No,
that,
but dude, she's still rocking testosterone. Look at the size of my hands. Do you know how far we'd have to look for a woman with hands like me?
don't they have to? Isn't part of the procedure to like get rid of the stuff that produces testosterone or as much
Dude,
testosterone?
your frame, your skeleton, all of it. You're a man.
Yeah, but again,
Men
like,
should not be beating on women, is my point. Which might sound controversial, make me seem like an asshole. But
just like
I don't believe...
controversial statement of the fucking year. Yeah, I think it's bad when men hit women.
Yeah, a bloke with a couple of estrogen jabs and a fucking bow in his hair
Yeah. See, I'd need
is
to
apparently fine to start fucking chicks
yeah.
up.
See, I'd need to see
Because if that's all you had to do, Rob, I'd do it tomorrow.
Yeah. See, to be fair, I'd need to see the woman because in my head, I'm imagining.
What difference does that make?
Well, I don't know. Are we talking like somebody who
It
is
doesn't
already?
fucking matter if he's
Well,
bloody mini-me and she's Serena Williams.
So, well, are we talking like some twink motherfucker who's like kind of thin and
Dude, we're
bony
talk-
anyway?
we're talking
Or
of
are we talking Brock Lesnar in a sports bra? Like, what's our scale?
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
How so?
Because a bloke, it doesn't matter. The bloke's a bloke. Turned himself into a woman.
No longer.
Turned himself into a woman, and then entered women's tournaments and obviously destroyed them.
Yeah, but again, like,
That's not on. Do you think he's 45-0 because of his technique?
I don't know.
Or do you think it's the fact that billions of years of evolution have designed him to fuck things up?
I don't know. I'm a man, and I wouldn't fancy my chances against Joanna Jacek, technically. And I'm in that theory.
No, but that's not what we're talking about. It's not high-level shit. It's that thing of like, what if you had your daughter and she was like, I'm on the wrestling team at school, and then she comes back and she's just all busted up and bruised up. So what happens? You're like, oh, it's Dave. I mean, sorry, it's Davina. Davina, she had an operation last summer, and now she's joined our wrestling class.
I tell her.
You'd be like, you go into school and be like, right, get that lad to stop kicking the fuck out of my daughter, please.
I tell her to fucking woman up. Like, this is clearly the beginning of a Mighty Ducks.
No, because she's competing
movie
with something
here.
she can't win against. Ultimately,
Again, you're talking like just assumptions. Again, we don't know anything about this woman.
we do have told you all the information you need.
But again, no,
An
you haven't.
X-Man won a wrestling tournament of chicks.
Again, that doesn't. Well, first of all, part of it, the equation there is the X, and second of all, also, again, are we talking Elijah Wood in a sports bra or
What difference does that make, you fuck? They weigh the same.
Well, then there you go. They're just the women just suck clearly.
No! Evolution has granted us the ability to fucking... They were second-class citizens, Rob, until about 75 years ago.
Yeah, but that.
Do you know why? Because we could fuck them over, physically, for thousands of years. And you can't just erase that because it's 2016.
Again, you're saying that one man having not being a man any further.
I don't think that's right for the lasses.
Well, again, though,
That's not right. Why should... In fact, right, alright, let's do it like this. I'm a girl, and I'm the top wrestling chick on my team. And I'm fucking loving life. Everyone's like, Michaela, you're the balls. And I'm like, yeah, this is my yard.
right,
In walks Davina.
right.
Fresh off fucking 14 years on God's earth as a man with swinging balls, learning wrestling. And then
Okay.
suddenly decides he's going to stick on a sports bra.
Again, if you weigh the same,
And then he's fucking me up. He's not one of me. What are you doing?
yeah, but you weigh the same. Like in wrestling, like that's kind of the main defining thing is weight and technique. Like that's like you might get a slight advantage from like
those
bone
lasses
structure.
are getting fucked over. That's all I'm saying. And I'm gonna start a Kickstarter for him. of make lasses wrestling for lasses.
I know, getting kicked is part of the problem for them, man.
But interesting. Don't you find that can go on now at school? That a kid might just come in
is this in fucking
and change gender.
Wait, I thought this was at fucking a national level. Where are we? Where is this happening?
Like Idaho or something.
No, I mean, like, no, as in, like, is this Olympic level? Is this...
No, this is at school. The state wrestling championships at school, like I've said 5 times.
Right,
I know you play the game.
This is the first time you've said school.
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Dude, the Matador! From
Don't
WWE.
distract me with your boring cutscenes. You weren't listening and you blamed me. But yeah, it was just at school. That's why I found it interesting. That's why I kept saying, what if your daughter... Like, you know, she just comes home from school and she's like, Dad, I've been fucked up by Davina. And you're like, who's Davina? Well, remember Dave with the beard? Well, now it's Davina.
What schoolboy has a fucking beard? Like, oh,
dude, what? Don't you remember? I remember being like 12 and kids had moustaches and shit. I didn't have a fucking pube on my balls. No. And there were kids with full beards.
Dude, no, to be fair, I'm not the hairiest man in the world.
Cheers for revealing that.
Yeah, no, I've got a fucking... it's the facial hair and the downstairs.
But we're not talking about you. The point is, Rob, that at 12, 13, like, your first day of secondary school, didn't you have that like one token kid in your year who was like just 6'2"?
We did have a guy who was about 7 foot, but he was already 7 foot. Like, he just was a towering person.
Well, you didn't start like that. Fuck my ass.
Jesus, no. To be fair, he kind of did. Like,
he just came out of his mum 7 foot long. It was mental.
Yeah, within reason. Like, school age, it was like, oh yeah, we're like kind of 10, 11, whatever, and then he was just like, oh fuck, that's a big 10-year-old, and then that's a big 12-year-old. It's just...
Can we wrap this up?
No difference. Not until we've hit the hour mark, which is in... now.
Good.
If you enjoyed that, then like, comment and subscribe for more of us sucking at video games. And while you're at it, why not follow our weekly podcast, the Battleship Potemkast, available on SoundCloud, iTunes and podnose.com. We are proud members of Podnose, the home of the best independent podcasts in the UK. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, where you can tell us what to play next or in what holes we can shove it. Links are available in the description, and as always, we wish you fair winds and following seas.